Hello, welcome back to Food Entertainment for my next franchise, which I'll be reviewing all 5 films before night's end. So this will be one after another, after another, after another, 5 times. So first, the unveiling. Put a soft drink down. That is the Final Destination 5 film collection. Now, this collection is just it's a film collection that a lot of people actually don't like. They say that the Final Destination films are mediocre, not very well serious taken. I, for one, think this is actually a very unique and original franchise, which is good, because after so many years of horror films and scary films, new, fresh, unique, and originals kind of what you want, which is exactly what this is. So let's talk about the first film. Final Destination from 1999. Was that? No. Yeah, that's right. It was filmed in 1999, but it was actually released in 2000. So, Final Destination from 2000. Well, the first film did make an impact because it was originally going to be a one-off film, and it wasn't going to be a franchise, but because of the success, obviously we got 4 sequels. And rumor has it we have a 6th one on the way. So a 5th sequel. Final Destination is basically about this. You have a senior class in high school going on to a graduation trip to Paris, France. While on the flight, our main character, Alex, played by Devon Sona, who we have seen in Idle Hands. He also had a recurring role on the U.S.-Canada TV series Nikita with Maggie Q. Very good show, I might add. And I've shown up in other stuff, including a horror film, which I may review this year within the next few days, or I might wait until just doing it at a random time, which is The Fanatic with John Travolta. Basically, Alex has a vision, a premonition, that everybody is going to die on the plane. And he gets hysterical and manages to actually get about 7 or 9 classmates off the plane with him. And him and his fellow classmates that survive witness the plane doing exactly what he predicted. Blowing up and everybody dying on board. This is where it gets fun and interesting. After that, he starts getting these clues and weird messages, supernatural messages that relate to things you can't explain. But these unexplained I can't even say that word. So let's say unexplained feelings and messages that he is getting eventually lead to his classmates having very strange accidental deaths. All his classmates, one by one, start dying while being pursued by police and people in the police, as well as others, suspecting that he is guilty of foul play, he teams up with a gothic loner female friend. Sorry, I cannot remember her name. She does star in the second film. As for the character's name, though, I can't recall it at the moment. Claire, I believe. Yeah, Claire. Yeah, that's right. So, I guess in a lot of ways, his girlfriend, Claire, played by R.A. Lager, who we see is another character by the name of Claire, but spelled with a C instead of a K. You know what? I take it back. I don't know if the character's name's Claire in Final Destination, so just disregard that. But Art Lager, we do know from playing the character that is in the Resident Evil films, which is Claire Rainfield. That's probably how I'm getting it confused. She plays the character Claire Rainfield in Resident Evil Extinction, Resident Evil Afterlife, and Resident Evil The Final Chapter with Mina Jovovich. As for the character's name, though, it might be Claire with a C, but I can't completely confirm it. Sorry. There's no plot synopsis or anything on here, and I've been a very busy man for the past week, and I watched these films already, and I just forget the names of some of the characters, but I do get the general plot. So he teams up with her, and they try to help the remaining classmates from their pending demise. And not really all successfully, because all but one ends up dying. And we find out what's going on. Apparently, death has a design. And when your time is up but you don't die, apparently death, like an evil force, will come back to collect. And even if you didn't die in this event and you cheated death, death will come for you, and you're going to die anyways. It's just going to be in another way, but you're going to die regardless. And that's basically it. Alex finds a way to cheat death and save his girlfriend. Now, obviously, off film, in between the first and second film, everybody does die but one, and we'll get to that in the second film. But yes, very, very interesting movie, very interesting film. In fact, the first Final Destination movie is still the best one in my opinion. There are two more to get pretty close to this, but the best one of the series, in my opinion, is still the first. Now, going on to quality. As you can see, this is a regular Blu-ray. There are no 4K releases of the Final Destination films. Now, there are two films in this franchise which look absolutely stunningly beautiful in terms of high-definition technology. Final Destination was released around a time when even standard high definition didn't exist. Standard high definition, which is 720p, was introduced theatrically in 2002 and was widely used on broadcasting on television in 2004, which is 720p. Full high definition, which is 1080p, was not introduced until 2007. In the first Final Destination film was released in 2000, so obviously no high definition. And so this is a convert using what they had at the time. Now, does it look bad? No. Now, I don't understand why it is. Maybe it's for nostalgic reasons, but there's plenty of films out there, including Final Destination Part 1, and in my opinion, Part 2 as well, that really look like a product of their time. And so, although it is in 1080 full high definition. It still has sort of that film noiric, grainy look to the film in terms of the pictures. So you're going to have a lot more warmer tones. It's going to look more like a videotape film and not so digital, although it is obviously very digital in a full HD picture. But it will actually look like something that was made in the year 2000. I think that's the easiest way to kind of describe it. Is for the audio. Again, Dolby Laboratories on a surround sound digital platform as well as DTS incorporated on a digital sound platform was still, even after 7 years with Jurassic Park being the introduction of DTS, in even longer than that with Batman Returns from 1992 being the introduction to Dolby Digital, they still haven't figured out a way to make it extreme when it needs to be and not when it doesn't need to be. So this is a very, very balanced sound presentation. The sound presentation is in Dolby True HD 5.1. But is for a film-going experience is actually quite good. I have no complaints about this movie, and I definitely enjoyed how it was. Now, the conversion to 4K, because everything gets converted to 4K if you have a 4K display. Yeah, it looks pretty good when it's converted to 4K, but it still does have the elements of its own time of looking like it was made 22 years ago. It looks like a film was made 20 years ago. But it's still a very fun watch. And that's all there's to say about Final Destination. I will see you guys next time for my review of Final Destination 2. Until then.